Weak in desire.
We can desire. What does that mean? Down. So basically, with Pisces in the fourth house, which is home, parents, roots, and security, and like nurture. This, I think, this is also why you're so you had to detach. I hope you can attach to something beautiful. You've been able to detach for something that might not have been the best for you and your spiritual growth, because Pisces is the extreme, like a extreme Gemini, extreme mastery energy. So the yin and yang is the two fishes swirling, but it's also the extreme energies is the extreme evil or extreme good, the extreme love, the extreme hate. It's also spiritual la la land. Pisces live in a very spiritual place of theory. They swim around in in a spiritual kind of nature. They swim through this ether. And it's also the grandfather is the most ancient and oldest sign. So they've got the wisdom and accumulated the wisdom of all the other signs and all the other transitions. So it's
Yeah.
so you having that in your parents and your root and your inner security. Your inner security is built off of things that aren't tangible. It's built off of your
Mm.
imagination. So your imagination is where you gain inner security. Your family is something that you imagine and you create based off of your creativity. Yeah.
Which I think I get a lot of that creativity from my mother, Pisces.
Oh yeah, damn, and you come from a Pisces. So you come from
Mm-hmm.
the portal of a Pisces.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No telling what my mom is. Sun and moon.
You know what your mom moon is?
Nope. I just found out that we can have more than one zodiac sign a couple years ago. Like, what the fuck was this? A moon rising? You know?
Type
Mm.
shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's just go into yeah,
No, I
that
ain't
place
itched in a
of
minute.
being creative.
That's a sign.
What?
I feel like some. Okay, can I be honest with you? Can I pause all this and just like keep it?
And then we go into your fifth house, which is I serve. This is romance, children, fun, and creativity. So your fifth house is in Aries. Oh, that's good. So you're very childlike when it comes to romance. Your children, you the type you'll get in the costumes. You'll go put on costumes with kids for Halloween. You'll go be real creative. You'll
I
go.
was really involved with my goddaughter, and I got offended when I couldn't be more involved. You
Yeah,
know, if you ask me to be a godmother, bitch, let me hold my title,
yeah.
cause she need me the
Motherfuckers
way
be
you
mad
acting,
because you
bitch.
too good. You too good at like being take care of kids and shit. The child end up liking you more than they like the parent, and the parent probably be sad about that because why is she laughing with you more than she laugh with me? Like why she being more creative and more like you feel me? That happened with me a lot. Like I'll play I love kids. I've always loved kids. I
Yeah.
understand kids. I play with kids so cool. Like to the point it's like you think I'm a kid. It's weird. I got a real childlike soul, and you got the same shit. So it's like, yeah, niggas would be saucy. I gotta be careful playing with other people's kids because they'll get jealous. Nigga, little babies love me, and they been like that my whole
Like
life.
you don't even that would make you jealous if you find out that you ain't shit. That's how you find out you not find out you ain't shit. Damn, that's a little harsh. You right. My words do cut. Yeah, damn. It ain't that you not shit. It's that you're not.
Niggas don't have that childlike life took away their inner
They
child.
lose it. They kill
Yeah,
it
they
off.
lose
No,
that inner
bitch.
child. Yeah, that's why I
They
don't
lose
blame.
that. They
That's why
do.
I don't blame the human a lot of times. Like I'm at that place. I give people a lot of grace, and sometimes you
Grace.
don't have to.
Oh.
Yeah, but I give people grace because I just know how evil the world is we live in. and I seen a lot of pure people turn wicked just based off of them trying to survive in the world. So
Hmm.
it's not so much that niggas ain't shit. It's more so that it was somebody in their life that made them lose their ability to be shit. It's somebody that threw them in shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told them, get up off the ground. Why you playing like that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Don't be playing with them kids like that. Or, somebody took away their innocence. And it could have been them. They might just be like a Capricorn or just a sign that's not real fun. You know what I'm saying? It could just be that. But at the same time, most of the time, if somebody took away, they judged them for being childlike, and they stopped doing it because they felt like it wasn't appropriate. But that childlikeness is the true guru state, like that true enlightenment state.
Which would used to break my heart because people would like do that shit to me, and I just would like, well then okay, well then I'll fucking control myself around you, but I'm not gonna change who the fuck I am. So I'm not gonna make you uncomfortable, but I'm not
Yeah,
changing. Boo.
that
So
part.
and I realized that it's so I realized that trying to change myself was killing me.
Real shit.
I'm trying to fit everybody's picture. I can't do this shit no more. Fuck it. If you don't like me, put it down.
Period.
Like it ain't fuck you, but it ain't fuck you, but it's I'm getting away from you.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
and I'm gonna avoid it too. Like I don't know, damn.
Nah, I got you. I'm the same way too. I be getting offended with it. But like, glory to God, I've been
I feel
blessed.
like also everybody hang with their crowd. It's kind of like the lunch table. All the evil motherfuckers sit together, all the sad motherfuckers sit together, and all the spiritually inclined motherfuckers sit together.
Yeah. Type
Period.
shit.
Surround yourself with people who fit you.
And I ain't
Because
gonna
it is
cap.
only so much grace I'm
Low,
gonna give
low
your ass
key.
when I done been through hell and back and I'm still trying to move with a clean heart. So, but
Look,
everybody ain't got the same
and then,
mindset
then is
too.
that little bench in the corner where Aquarius sit. Low key. Aquarius said fuck everybody. And then look, is that Libra that comes sit next to her though? You know what I'm saying?
That make her when did you say that just make you soft and shit, like you make me soft.
That's I
I don't
love
have to
that.
be rough or the man of the relationship. I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I got told this was some of the most disrespectful shit I ever said by his dad. My ex member, I told him, why don't you just be the bitch? I'll be man.
Oh, that's
He said,
crazy.
his dad said, you said that? I did.
You funny as hell. And you was
It
serious too.
did.
You probably would have still loved him.
I did still did. I told him, can't do this. Fuck. Like I seem like I know how to do everything you don't.
Yeah. That'd be funny too, because I be gravitating to women like that, like dominant personality type, like a personality type women.
And then you walk in and you the dominant one. You on the show. Yeah, you thought you was
Yeah.
big
I don't
dog.
I
You get
don't
that
like
energy.
I don't like no woman that I like my woman to only be easy for me. I don't like
Oh
easy for
yeah.
nobody else type shit.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? I like a woman I know that can handle herself when I'm not there.
Period. It's what your motherfucker do behind your
Yeah,
back.
don't
So
just
what
be
you mean by that?
goddamn soft for everybody.
Like
Like it need to just be for me type shit, or else it's just like you a slut.
right. Be closed off. And if somebody come up in your energy, like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, this is fire. This is what you gonna love right here. I went to the bus. I was waiting on my bus the other day, and I peeped game. You don't, man. I'm watching my P's and Q's as I'm walking to the bus stop. I'm peeping the guys. I see ya. Why am I watching you? You ain't gonna see me without me seeing you. I need to know what you got on. I'm analyzing you. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And every now and then when I'm walking, quick little pop. So anyway, no, dead ass. Especially if I got the headphone and I'm jigging. I ain't playing.
You
You go,
funny.
you ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me. Pretty bitch like me, you ain't gonna get me. So I saw the men. When I got to the bus station, I'm sitting. I'm just waiting on but I peeped they walked over. Boom. I'm looking. Man, just on some cool shit. Y'all ain't on my level.
We build it. We built it like a motherfucker.
You think so?
for sure. Um, so your sixth house is I serve. So this is work, health, service, self improvement. So six houses in Taurus. So that's beautiful. What the fuck is that? Okay. So
I
that's
thought I heard something too at the same time.
that's crazy. We lit.
Mm-hmm.
So so yeah, so that's beautiful. That's an awesome placement. So basically you're very consistent and loyal to the things that you serve. So you're very, and then like low key, like I said, you're a one woman kind of guy, kind of girl because you lock
Yeah.
in to
Yeah.
let me, my brother called. Yeah,
Okay.
you very loyal and locked into whatever um, you love and that whatever you choose to serve at that time, and that includes even jobs too. Um, Not really. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So that includes jobs too.
If I stay at a good job for like over a year, depending on how it's going and the
Yeah.
money type shit, I lock into a job until I get
Yeah.
where I want
And
to
you
right
like
now.
that too. You like the consistency. You love a good routine. Like if you got a really good routine that you like that's working, you love a good routine. And that even includes your
Because it's
partner.
how you've been consistent. Yeah, because
Mhm.
inconsistency will too much going on.
Yeah, real shit. So you love a good consistent, um, balanced, calm, peaceful work and love life. And even and then like even with your kids, you'll be an amazing mother. You'll be a very consistent. You the type to have the lunch boxes ready every morning. You know, wake
Ah,
them up, shit like that.
yes.
Like that's definitely
Wow.
your
How do you
thing.
know this?
It's because your Taurus is in the sixth house, and like so I study. I know every zodiac very well. I studied it extensively. So when I you look at so I'm looking at these attributes through the lens of a Taurus. So how would a Taurus carry out work, health, service, and self improvement? And what does a Taurus serve? So then I alchemize that with you, and then the fact that what the sixth house governs.
Hmm.
So you are a Taurus when it comes to your servitude, your self improvement, and your work and your health. That's you go at it using Taurus type energies, which is beautiful because that's very much in alignment with Taurus light energy. Because Taurus is the bull, so Taurus is one of the stubborn zodiac signs. It's I think it's the no, is it the A sign? I think it's Leo. But through my brain. But yeah, basically, Taurus is a very. It's hard to break down all the Taurus, but Taurus is a very consistent, um, beautiful people.
Hmm.
I want to do your partner because partner is next.
Hmm.
So let's see what
I'm
this is.
skipping them all.
So, oh Lord Jesus Christ,
Oh, it's bad.
fuck. Is it? Did I
Damn,
read
damn,
that
damn.
wrong?
I'm
Let me
what?
see that. Let me see that. Eighth house Cancer. Oh,
And
fuck. Damn, we was doing real good for a second.
now we at love, and now it's fucked up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
and then I circulate too. That's tough.
Go ahead. Break it down, break it down. So now we fucked. We hit a wall.
Yeah.
You won't be able to manipulate me? Manipulate?
No, I'm just doing your whole chart now after I said that. In my mind, I gotta
What if this ain't
articulate.
real? I
Huh?
don't judge it. Wait till I get my birth certificate and get the
No,
right
this
time.
real. The only thing that's different is the first house. I know because I've done it like this before. But it's legit.
What if my, but I got 302 as the time of birth. What if that ain't my time of birth? It might be, because I remember it like it was yesterday. 302. Man,
Oh
it
my
sound good, don't it?
goodness. We was almost there. Not really.
That's sad.
You just an extremely spiritual person.
Mm. Go
Yeah.
ahead, break it down, Coach.
All right.
This is crazy. You don't even want to. This is like, God damn. I might as well go ahead and get off the phone. You ain't my wife. Is that what you're saying?
I shit.
Hmm?
Um, nah, I mean
You said,
it ain't that deep. So it is though, kinda, but it might work. So but
but you said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be miserable and unhappy now. It's warm in here. It's cold out there. Let's close that door.
so seventh house is no, we on seventh house. So seventh house is marriage and partnership. So this is what our partners, awareness of others. So this is Gemini. Okay, I see that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Start over. You said what, baby?
So this is
I was playing with that damn door.
damn, this shit be deep.
Oh, you laughing off the pain.
Who laughing? See, this is exactly what this is. You gotta stop trying to read people because you be jumping to conclusions, and then it
My
don't
dad used to
always
do that. I
be
get it from my daddy.
don't always be right. And then, but that's
I get it from
okay.
my dad.
But listen, that's okay because even when it's not right, it's right because it's like it's like I said, the Gemini energy is you mastering the ability to be right. So like you be trying to think for other people and instead of letting them think for themselves, and then at the same time, since you be thinking for other people, you be jumping to conclusions about how you think they thinking, and you might not be thinking right, but you already think that you thought what you thought was right about how they was thinking because they did something that made you think they was thinking some shit that you thought they was thinking, but they really wasn't thinking that. But you done already jumped to conclusions and you spoke on what you thought they was thinking that you thought they was thinking because you was thinking about what they was thinking about because you thought you knew what they was thinking. So then you gonna say what do you think they thinking, but they wasn't even thinking that. But now that you said it, now they thinking that. So now we arguing about what you thought I was thinking, but I wasn't even thinking that. Cause you thinking too much about other people and how they thinking and what they're thinking about instead of just letting them think. You trying to think for them because you like to think for your partner. Cause you think that's how you think that's you being a useful partner. But really sometimes it just comes off
Mm,
as obnoxious and like irritating, especially for a
mm,
man, because you make him feel small because you're making him feel like he can't think and
mm,
you don't trust what he's thinking because you're trying to think for him instead of letting him be the man and lead and think. And even with relationships with other females, they might they might get tired of you because you thinking too much. And then girls are like fluid in their thoughts, in their conversation, in their flow. So you being too controlling when it comes to the way
was you
we're
gonna say
thinking.
masculine?
Huh?
Was you gonna say
I
masculine?
was gonna say masculine, but it's not necessarily. It is kind of masculine, but at the same time, I feel like the a better word for it was uh controlling, which is a masculine trait, but I want you to understand where the energy is coming from. Because if I said masculine, it would have took you other places in your mind. I want you to just focus on the fact that you be thinking too much for other people.
Okay.
And to it can lead to spaces of
stop trying to think for me. You don't know what I'm thinking. Even though one of your skills is getting to the point where you can read people real good. And sometimes you do be reading people real good. But even if you can read people real good, I think sometimes you have to, even when I'm doing readings, sometimes I have to sit and let the person I'm reading think about what I just told them and absorb the thought. So if you are with some, especially somebody, and you might think faster than them, and you start trying to think for them too much, they'll take offense to that because it's like you're not letting me think because you keep trying to control the conversation. And you're not doing it because you're trying to control the conversation. You just think a lot. And for you, partnership is about thinking. So you want to make life, you want to think right, but you thinking too much, and it's causing Gemini energy, and it's creating a tornado because the energy is not flowing correctly because you keep bouncing your thoughts with my thoughts, trying to think for me and my thoughts, and you're not allowing the thoughts to just think, and it's not flowing because you keep bouncing.
Makes perfect sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So with that, it you need one, you need a really intelligent partner. Two, um, just work on thinking before you think about, especially when it's in regards to how somebody else is thinking, and just take note of when you think people are thinking something about you or towards you, or when you just thinking about what other people are thinking. Sometimes that's just you thinking, and they might not be thinking that. And then once you put certain thoughts in the atmosphere, now it's a thing that we're thinking about. But
Mm-hmm.
originally it was a thought you had and you brung it up. So now we're thinking about it. So like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes just like don't, like don't try to think for people. Like just allow the thoughts to be thought, and the conversation to be had. And if you do that, because you do that a lot. Like a lot of times you try to say how I'm thinking. And which is cool because I'm smart enough and I'm quick enough that I can like, well, no, that's not really how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. And but I do see what you're saying about how I'm feeling because okay, that is valid. That's me. I can do that because of my mind. But some people will be like, bro, no, that's not what the fuck I meant, bro. Stop trying to think for me. And they could take offense, especially if you do it a lot, because they'll take offense to that. And you could just be literally, that's how you trying to help, because you trying to show them you listening, because you paying attention. And like, that's how you was feeling. You just trying to, like, you feel me? You just thinking. And that's how you deal with partnerships. When you love somebody and you partner with somebody, you it's a thing that you do when you want to help them think by thinking for them in a way. And you love thinking. You just like being in that space of like mastermind and thinking with your partner. Like deep thought is like a thing for you. That's probably why you say you like
Mm-hmm.
sapiosexual too, because you find intelligence sexy, because how you partner is based off of intelligence
Mm.
and ability and talent. So talented people and people that can talk real good turn you on. You feel it?
That makes perfect sense, honestly. I don't even have like a rebuttal, Like it's just wow. It was real funny though when you were saying all that damn thinking thought shit. That shit was so fucking funny. That sounded like a
But that's
riddle.
that's your
Because you're
that's
thinking what you're
that's
thinking,
your
and then thought,
internal
thought, thought,
thought.
but then thought thinking and thinking, but it wasn't a thought. So then you thinking what they thinking, but they thinking with the thought, that thinking. Yeah, and I knew, I followed perfectly, but it was so much thinking, thought, in that shit. Because you thinking too hard, but you think about what you thinking, but the thought ain't the thought that you thinking about, thinking. So you need to stop thinking about the thinking and thinking about the thought, but then you pay attention to the thought, but you're thinking. I'm like, bro, this shit is a riddle, ain't it? That's why I start laughing, but I get it. No, for sure. No,
Oh
I heard you.
god.
Perfect
Damn, see, I
sense.
got some more energy. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do because I'm gonna do it quick because I just seen it and it works the best when you do all of them real quick, because this is your whole life death cycle. You know, it's some
Mm-hmm.
astrologers that can tell you how you die and all type of shit. I don't really get into all that because
Oh Lord,
I
have
like to
mercy
live
on my soul. I don't want to know that shit.
real
That's
shit,
dark.
real shit.
Nope,
I ain't into
that's
that.
too much.
That's why some people be like, it's like witchcraft astrology and shit because
That is.
it is powerful. I ain't gonna cap you down.
Shit, that's powerful right there. You tell me I get hit by a
I
bus,
just use it
boy.
as a guide
Cause
so
you gonna
we
try
can
to do? You
understand
gonna try
ourselves
to?
better.
That's some Final Destination shit. That's probably why they get that movie from.
Real shit. Them niggas got them tapped into astrology real quick.
They did. They knew. They could. Didn't the girl see it? She could vision it, right? That's how Final Destination got started. She
Real
knew what was
shit.
gonna happen before it happened.
Mm, damn it, girl. All right, look, real quick. All right, I'm gonna just go through these real quick.
Oh God. You know how I think it's gonna be? No, I don't want to say that.
All right, wait, cause I love that you just be doing you so much. You so cool. All right, look. All right, boom, real quick, cause
So
this shit,
cool about me.
the way you just be thinking, and I can keep up, so that's cool.
Why?
But
What you mean?
it is a lot though.
What you mean?
What I told you about trying to think for me, I said we just got over that you be trying to think what I be thinking instead of just letting me think. You gotta just let the flow be thinking too deep for your own good.
Mm. Mm.
All right, real quick. Eighth house is I circulate, share resources. So this is sex, death, letting go, um, regeneration of other people's money and sharing. Hmm. So so mm, so so you real sensitive.
Yeah. I'm hypersensitive. I always say that. I'm hypersensitive.
Yeah.
Hypersensitive.
And then like
Every-
it's
Everything
amazing.
break my heart.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's just a testimony to how probably challenging your life has been, how you're dealing with your father's death. Yeah, only a year ago. You probably low key. Okay, I ain't gonna do all that. But you want to know? You probably low key kind of in shock still a little bit. Um, I remember it was the second Christmas after my dad died, and I just was like, I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like being on the floor, nigga. I couldn't fucking move. I was like, I like my stomach hurted so bad, and like my chest.
Yeah.
I literally physically was sick. I looked it up. You know your heartstrings can break in real life. Like you got literal heartstrings. They literally can
Yes, you
break.
can die from heartbreak. Yes, you can die
Yeah.
from heartbreak.
So like I
It's
think I was
possible.
kind of going through that because Christmas was real big for us. I always had big Christmases and shit. And like nigga, I went to the hospital and
Man,
everything.
go ahead, baby.
No, I went to the hospital and everything. Nigga, I didn't know what was wrong with me, but you know, me looking at it like, yeah, I think like nigga, one of my heartstrings and shit probably broke. It was like my second Christmas with my dad, and I was like, fuck, ouch. And I was like in
Yes.
pain. I'm talking about like this is the worst pain I ever felt in my life, nigga. And it was just like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
horrible.
I'm sorry, but I want to say that I really truly feel like men don't handle death the same anyway. Women are good healers because I think God created us so emotional for the man. Y'all more like out of tune with that kind of stuff. So when that kind of stuff strike home, man,
And I
my
think I was
dad
so
was
young
fucked up.
too. I was so young too, and it was unexpected. I think with you kind of was a one you grown, so you didn't necessarily like need him. Um, and then you kind of was prepared in a way. Nobody really prepared, but you was kind of prepped a little bit. For me, it was just like, what the
Hmm.
fuck? It just turned the world upside down, shock. And then me kind of, I have problems with letting go. You kind of got that in you to let go very, I ain't gonna say easily, but you can. It basically easily low
It
key.
hit you.
You very
Got you.
talented at letting shit go. For me, it's not that
Mhm.
easy. um,
Yeah, from yeah.
So and but at the same time, your eighth house is in Cancer. So you're still deeply, deeply emotional, but I think it's the way God allows you to alchemize that energy is like it flows off of you. So it's a deep
Mm-hmm.
emotion, but because you're so quick and fast and so airy, so aerodynamic, it kind of rolls off of you. This
Yeah.
also scares me. Why I got scared because this is kind of like when I look at it deeper though, I see where it can work. I see where those energies can balance, but it's kind of like giving you teetering crash out like crash dummy low key if you don't
Mm-hmm.
if you don't like
Control it.
you need some earth. I got that earth, but will you let that earth be your home? And like will
Mm.
you like drown out that
This
earth?
might really be divinely orchestrated for the simple fact of what I needed was like, I don't know, this is what I need. Like, oh my God. Like this is truly learning each other and having a conversation before any of this shit jump off. Like
Mhm. We
this is probably one of the healthiest ways you could get to know somebody or like develop something.
real shit. I be telling people that shit. I've been doing my girls.
And it's all about the person.
I done did every girlfriend I ever had chart. This is the best I've done. Like I'm real good at it now that I've been doing like readings for real. But since I was like 13, I done did every girl I dated chart. Of course, I started off just doing like the first couple little signs and shit. But like now I'm fine.
Right.
Like now I can do the houses and all this shit. But
Yeah.
for sure, I think it's necessary. I think it's like if you're into it and you know how to actually do it properly and you done study, like yeah, for sure. I think it's dope. And I've done it for couples before. And I done it for a couple couples and it went great. It went amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome. Yeah, and I think it's
This
really
is
beneficial.
beautiful.
Real shit. I love
This is
astrology.
deeper than let's sit here and talk about, you know,
Yeah,
each other's like I've never had a converse. I've never had this
that's
ever.
awesome. I'm scared. You finna be so in love.
But I'm great when I'm in love. Oh, the scary part is kind of what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
When will my happiness be destroyed?
Yeah, and I'm
But you
looking
see,
at
I'm
this.
in Cancer.
That's actually not bad. I kind of got a little scared, but that's actually not that bad because it also includes other people's money and sharing.
Mm,
So it also deals with how you deal with exchange, equivalent exchange, like how you deal with business, how you deal with like caring for people, sharing with people. So you're a very sharing and giving and considerate and loving person. You really do give
mm,
with your purest space. You like, and that includes love. So you give
yes.
love, you give care, you give advice, you give money, you give consulting, you give conversation from a very loving and pure and sacred and soft place. And it
Mm-hmm.
means a lot to you when you give anything to anybody. That's probably why you wanted to go on your purity ring type journey because it's a very pure and sacred place for you, and you're sensitive about it, and it's something you take very serious because you're a very soft, sweet person
Can't play. Yes.
in that place.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Woo, you hit that bitch. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I got my energy back.
And it's how I get when I'm in it.
Yeah,
That's too emotional for me.
real shit. It's deep,
That's the realest shit ever. And it's not
some
real.
deep water.
I can't keep
Bro.
that, especially that last situation. None of this is real. I told him that. I was like, oh yeah, none of this is real. You have no idea. Oh, and how I healed that.